7th class, man. First, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahqov, my shin, from like that was shy. You know what I'm saying? Double honor to the elders that rule well in this thing, man. And big shout out to the brothers who out there in the highways and byways, risking their lives and freedom to do so. You know, so that we may bring in the election these last days, man. And another shout out to the sisters in the Uncut and the children, Father, that's in this thing, man, that's after giving reverence to their fathers and husbands, and after doing the will of the Lord, extending the spirit in these last days, man, because we know these things can be challenging, you know. But give me a second. You got the mic over there. Oh, no. Just we don't need it. All right. So, we're going to get into it, man. The title of this thing, the attributes of love, hatred, and pride. You know. So we're going to holler right here. Let me get the book of John, chapter 14, verse 15. We'll start there, man, because the Lord said we have to keep his commandments. You know, so some of us, in the word, you know, come out of this world with this mind state, you don't understand. We got to have a better understanding of what keeping the commandments is actually about, and some of the commandments that we kind of look over daily. Let me get that, Kenny.
It's the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me,
if you what?
If ye love me,
the Lord is telling you, if you love me, read.
Keep my commandments.
Keeping the commandments, you know what I'm saying? And we know we understand that that what? That do his commandments in these last days. You know, that's part of love from the Most High, man. Let me get the book of Romans chapter 13, verse 10, and Bobby, you give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 and verse 18. You know, because that's part of keeping the law is love, you know.
Romans chapter
13, verse 10.
It's the book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, man. You know, so you actually love your neighbor, you know what I'm saying? You have to be in the conduct how Yahweh taught and how he was. You know, but some people find reason to get their own thing by and make up excuses because they're in an emotional state of mind, and they find reason to justify why they work ill works. The Lord said right here, love worketh no evil. Read that again?
Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
Love is the fulfilling of the law. That means you're going to keep every law pertaining to your neighbor, you know what I'm saying, as best possible. You know, in that kind of conduct, you know what I'm saying, loving your brother, preferring one another.
You're not lying, it's mixing up. It's love for me.
It's love.
It's wrong. No, it's love for me. Don't click on it.
So love, you know what I'm saying? Love has a common conduct. There's a way to act when you love your brothers. And it's based upon the principles of this law. You know what I'm saying? Always run anything in emotion. Before we get emotional, we have to run our sight and run our actions through this book, through this filter, and see if we are in the spirit, man. Huh? Let me get the book of Wisdom, Solomon 6 and 18. Just breezing through this thing.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 18. Where sometimes the flame might negate.
No, verse 6 and 18.
Verse 6?
Chapter 6 and verse 18. And you give me Deuteronomy 11 and 22.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 18. And love is the keeping of her law.
No, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and 18.
Is it?
Okay, all right, go ahead. He said the Lord.
And love is the keeping of her laws, and giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption.
And incorruption. You give heed unto his laws. And if you run your actions in the filter of this Bible, that's how you're going to know if you're incorruptible or you're corrupt. If you're doing corruptible things, you have to look at the law and see what's going on and see how you're to conduct yourself and see if you're in that same manner at the time. You know.
Deuteronomy chapter 11 and verse 22. For if ye shall diligently keep all these commandments.
If you shall what?
Diligently
The
keep.
Lord said diligently. That means steadfast. You're focused on keeping the commandments. You're focusing on loving your brother. You're focusing on being teaching and raising your children up in the godly fashion. You are focused. You're being circumspect. You're walking around circumspect of what the Lord expects from you. Being a divine man. Read it again, King.
For if ye shall diligently keep all these commandments, which I command you to do them, to love the Lord your God, to walk in all his ways.
To walk in all his ways. Read on.
And to cleave unto him.
To do what?
To cleave unto him.
And that's what we're out here to do. That's the whole mission. To raise disciples up, to raise men of the Lord, women of the Lord, and children of the Lord up, to cleave unto the Lord. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. The whole duty of man. That's how you cleave unto the Lord. You know? But even his love, they have certain attributes that we should be able to follow. Let me get a book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 1. And we'll read that to cover a few things.
So the book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 1. Be ye therefore followers of God, as dear children.
As what?
As dear children.
Right, read.
And walk in love.
Do what?
And walk in love.
We have to walk in love. Not just say we love each other. Love is an action. The Most High work, he weighs actions. You know, when the sister told me she loved me, I'm emotional now. Bent all up. But then when you get home, a whole drag. The brother told me you love me. And when you get home, you shut up, sit down, get out of here. We can't be like that. Tell them all about the time and walk off. And that brother is right here. Action, read on.
Be ye therefore followers of God as dear children, and walk in love, as Christ also hath loved us, and hath given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to God for a sweet smelling Savior. But fornication.
But what?
But fornication.
Read.
And all uncleanness or covetousness.
And covetousness. That's one of the law. That's one of the 10, right?
No.
That's not covered our neighbor's house. These are attributes of the law, of love. Read.
Let it not be once named among you.
The Lord said, let it not once be named among you. The Lord.
Ephesians 5. Ephesians
That's
5.
that's
Be ye therefore followers of God, as dear children, and walk in love, as Christ also hath loved.
we gotta actually walk in these things, man. We have to be content in our walk with the Lord. Walk in circumspect. The Lord said what? No one, all uncleanness and covetousness. He said, let it not once. Are we waiting or we failing? Are we examining ourselves? The Lord said, don't even let it once be named among you. Read on, baby.
As becoming saints, neither filthiness,
Neither what?
neither filthiness,
Read.
nor foolish talking, nor jesting,
No justing. Playing around all the time. They're making jokes upon brothers. You know what I'm saying? At another brother's expense. We're not here to do the Lord's work, man. We can't be doing that and teaching these things at the same time, you know?
which are not convenient,
The Lord said it's not convenient. Read.
but rather giving of thanks. For this ye know, that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man, who is an idolater, have any inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and of God.
Right. These are portions of love and hatred. If you're dealing with these things, you know, you desire your sister for lust. You feel me? You don't love your sister. You just try to fulfill your flesh. You know, adultery, dealing with your brother's rear. You don't love your brother if you do that. Well, I don't care. He would mean that they were not saying that. I'm going to take her. She don't belong to you, brother. Read, King.
Let no man deceive you with vain words.
Mm-hmm.
For because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience.
Mm-hmm.
Be not ye therefore partakers with them.
The Lord said, be therefore ye not partakers with them, man. Don't hang around these people. You might go to another deacon, you know what I'm saying, according to the law, and if he don't want to follow suit, you know what I'm saying, hey, you can keep it down, march up your house, and the Most High, you kind of have to separate yourself from them until they get right. Read.
For ye were sometimes darkness,
Mm-hmm.
but now are ye light in the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Walk as children of light.
Do what?
Walk as children of light.
And being a child of light is showing love to your brother and sister, man. By way of keeping the commandments towards them. The things that the Lord has written in this book, you keep them. Don't rail for rail. Strife for strife. Read.
For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth.
In the law.
And truth.
How do you get the fruits of the Spirit out of truth? If you get it out of the law.
Hey, come on, Slocky, man, I got something on there. Read verse 7 again.
Verse 7.
No, verse 6, Slocky.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
Let no man deceive you with vain words.
Right.
For because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience.
Verse 7.
Be not ye therefore partakers with them.
Right, so you can't be partakers with these people, right? Get the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 1. Watch this. So the scriptures say, don't be partakers with people who speak lying words and let judgment come upon you, right? Watch this. So this was going to determine what type of man you are in this truth, bro. If you living right, if you living according to the word, or if you living according to your own personal opinion, right? Watch this.
Comes the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, and verse 1.
Right?
Through desire of man. Through desire of man.
Through desire, a man, watch this,
Having separated himself.
separating himself from partakers of evil, brothers who speak vain words, who speak pride, always talking corner, watch this.
Seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom.
And he intermeddleth with all wisdom, meaning what? He keeps himself involved with things according to the scriptures, things that's according to wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Most High tell us to order our conversation right. You know, so I just wanted to touch on that.
All praises. You know, read, King.
So we'll finish up back in Ephesians.
Mm-hmm. Can we read after that?
Come. I'll start back at verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord.
And that's acceptable to the Lord, man. The Lord has things he's not accepting and things that he actually will accept. And that's what's acceptable. Keeping the commandments toward your brother and sister. You know, to him above all things. But that's how you love your brother and sister. That's what love is. Love is not an example of emotion that you feel a jolly sense of sensation because somebody said something to you. The next minute somebody will say something different to you. That same person. So you hate 1 minute, you love 1 minute? No. That's why we can't move our emotions. Or we be led to death. Read.
And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
And have what?
And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of
The
darkness.
Lord said, have no fellowship with the unfruitful work of darkness. Read.
But rather reprove them.
Rather we what?
Rather reprove them.
Reprove them. That's love. And we'll get into that in a second. We'll get into that. That's in the law. Reproving your brother. Read.
For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
In secret. That goes right back to the law. Leviticus 5:1, right? Matter of fact, let's put it. Let me get Leviticus 5:1.
While he getting that precept real quick, I want to read another thing. It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 24. And it reads, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. So we're supposed to be considering one another's ways, right? Man, consider one another. When you see your brother falling off, or you see your brother is starting to exhort himself in pride or exhort himself in things of this world, you know what I'm saying? He got too much of a close relationship with the people of the world. They're talking about what he used to sell, how he used to be that man. The Lord said, you got to consider this brother and provoke him unto good love, the good works, right? Provoke him to love, right? So these are things that we also got to keep in mind. When they say provoke them, that means you got to go to them and rebuke them. Hey, bro, check yourself. Examine your spirit. You know what I'm saying? You're not moving according to the scriptures. Right? That's it.
Let me get verse 12 again, King, of Ephesians.
Verse 12. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
The Lord said, it's a shame to speak of these things that are done in secret. You know, so we got to conduct ourselves in a manner, man, that we're righteous with the Lord. Let me get the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. We'll go there first. You know, always reverting back to the law, which is the basic fundamentals of this Bible. Right? Now, this is the basic fundamental law. Let me get 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 2.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that you may grow thereby.
And that's what you can grow by. We should desire, listen to that, we should desire the sincere milk, which is the law of this Bible. Huh? All right, let's get back to the Leviticus, but you got something to add to that.
Yeah, come get the book of Psalms. This is the book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, chapter 8 and verse 1. Oh, that thou wert as my brother, that sucked the breast of my mother, when I should find thee without. I would kiss thee, yea, I should not despise thee. What does it mean? You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers, he's saying, oh, that thou wert as my brother. Meaning, bro, in this term what we're going into right now, when it says, desire the sincere, as newborn baby, desire the sincere milk of the word, that you may grow thereby. You know what I'm saying? It say, oh, that thou wert as my brother, that sucked the breast of my mother. Meaning what? In the spiritual term, you should have been a brother who, when I was at the beginning stage as a newborn baby in this truth, getting that sincere milk, desiring it, I wish you would have been that same brother, because some brothers jump the gun. A lot of brothers come into the truth, they don't desire the sincere milk. A lot of brothers get pulled into this truth, they find out they're Israelite, and go straight to the deep breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? They go straight to the deep end. They know what Esau's judgment gonna be. Brothers know the 12 others breakdown. Brothers know, all the regeneration scriptures. But then we ask brother to break down Matthew 18. Bear with me a second. Let me go pull a Google up. Let me go to AI real quick and see if AI can give me a quick breakdown. When they go to how to deal with your brothers and sisters, and when you battling a demon, what does Yahweh tell you to do, bro? Give me a second. Let me look that up. AI, what do you do when you're battling demons? According to KJV Bible. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be desired from the, you know what I'm saying, the milk. We got to get back to the milk and stick to the milk.
Good point. Let me get Leviticus 19 and 17.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
And that's what it's going to in Ephesians 5. Rebuke him. Does that mean you got to curse him out? Oh, I got to get in his brother. Hey, man, that brother old, just as old as you are. I talked to that brother, the Lord said what? A soft tongue turns away wrath. Suffer with him on it. Deal with him, deal with your brother. A rebuke that does not mean you tear your brother's spirit down and what you're telling him. Right. The Lord is the Father, man. You're not his father. That's your brother. Deal with your brother as such. Because you can end up being guilty of that by provoking him to a wicked spirit at that time. By offending him. And we know what the Lord said about a brother that's offended. You know? We got to understand that hatred, we have love, we have hatred in Israel. We got to watch these things and be sympathetic to the things on how we move, because our action is going to tell who we are and how we really are. Above your speech. You know, we see that in Walmart. You walk in Walmart, they got the greeters at the door. How you doing? And have a good day. Those people don't give a damn about you. They don't know you. That's just something they got to say. They got to say to get paid. They get used to saying things. It's a learned behavior. I get used to these things. You know what I'm saying? This law should be a learned behavior. If they put much attention to the law as he does in reading at Walmart. Let the law and the love of the law become a behavior to you. You know? Because guess what? Anything outside of that is vain, man. The doorman at Walmart is vain. Oh, they make you feel good by greeting me. How you doing today, sir? Oh, I'm doing fine. You keep on walking. Man, I can't wait till 3 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? That was on their mind in the beginning. They're hypocrites. Because they really don't care how you're doing. They care about what they got to do when they get off that job. Or they want to leave. Or they're tired of the damn boss salary. These type of things. They're tired of a hermit coming to work late because they can't leave until hermit get there. You know? That's the inner thoughts of man. Right? Let me get Proverbs chapter 11, verse 12, please. That's why you can't move in hatred and be, because the Lord said, a man that is hateful is void of wisdom.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, and verse 12. Mm-hmm. He that is void of wisdom, he that is void of wisdom, despiseth his neighbor.
He what?
Despiseth his neighbor.
Mm-hmm. He despises his neighbor.
But a man of understanding holdeth his peace.
He holdeth his peace. Man. He got to attack his brother with his words. You know? You can't despise your neighbor this day, man. But some of us will say, oh, no, I'm just checking. No, brother. Your actions show that you got love for this man. The things that come out of your mouth show that you got it for this man. What you got for him? Love or hatred? You know? Let me get the book of Proverbs chapter 14, verse 21.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, and verse 21. He that despiseth his neighbor sinneth.
He what?
He that despiseth his neighbor sinneth.
He that despises his neighbor, he keeps commandments.
Sinneth.
He loves his brother.
Sinneth.
The Lord said he sinned. That's a sin to have a spiteful heart, man. That's not thy brother in thy heart. And that's the law written in Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Read.
But he that have mercy on the poor,
he that have mercy on your poor, read.
Happy is he.
Happy is he, man. Because the Lord's going to sup with him. The Lord is going to build off of him. The Lord is going to exalt him one day, Lord will. You know? We can't be dealing with these things, man, with foolish hatred, man. Let me get the book of Titus chapter 3 and verse 3. We can bring that out real quick.
Titus chapter 3 verse 3.
Oh, go ahead.
This is the book of Titus chapter 3 and verse 3. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish, disobedient. Disobedient.
Read.
Deceived, serving diverse lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy, hateful, and hating one another. Hateful.
Read.
And hating one another.
And hating one another. This is still going on today. This is a process. We have to reach our full potential. And some of us don't even want to repent from that, man.
But after that, the kindness and love of God, our Savior, toward man appeared, not by works of righteousness,
read.
Which we have done, but according to his mercy. He saved us. By the washing of regeneration and renewing of the Holy Ghost.
We got to renew ourselves through the Spirit and I'll take the house out, man. Let me get the book of Sirach chapter 32 and verse 15. We're going to read through 17. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, he that hates his neighbor is sin, man. It's sin. And we know how sinful man is, man. It's kind of hard to work with. They always, no, I get it because of this. Oh, I get it because of that. No, the Lord said because you got a sinful neighbor. That's why you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? You can tell a man by the way he acts in his conduct, man. And how he appears. His appearance. And what I mean by appearance, his spiritual appearance, man. Give me that what you got. Let me get the book of Sirach chapter 18, 28, verse 9.
So you want to start at 32,
15.
15 through 17.
15. Okay. This is the book of Sirach chapter 32 and verse 15. He that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith.
Shall be filled with, read.
But the hypocrite.
But the what?
The hypocrite.
And we know we got a lot of hypocrites in Israel. Ask yourself, Israel, are you really a damn hypocrite? Do you really love your brother? Do you really love the Most High? Are you standing on business for the Most High? By being circumspect on how you deal with your brother? Or do you hate your brother because you can't get over something or you envy? We can't. Brothers are covetous of each other's gifts. I can do this better. No, man, let the man with the most experience do that particular thing. If this brother's a damn accountant, and this brother's a drywall builder, the accountant ain't got no damn business with the lumber in his hand or the plan to build. And the builder should be consulting with the finance person on what? The best way and the cheapest way and the more financial structure to do this thing with, that we can carry our monies out into even farther on building. We're all one in the body of Yahweh. The toe got to learn to work with the finger. The hand got to learn to work with the feet. That's love. That's how you get a well-oiled machine. Read it, King.
But the hypocrite will be offended thereat.
Always got to get, man, we don't like the way brother, he came in and told me the other day that, man, he really liked the way I was moving the other day, man. No, man, he was moving that way. Is it true or is it false? You get all offended. Why you come at me like that? Brother, I just asked you a question. Hey, did you do this or did you not? You know, if you did it, it was awkward. But I saw you do this particular thing, it was awkward. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful of the scripture, be mindful of the law, man. You sit up there at home, folded, your arms are all folded the hell up, because nobody sees that you're awake. You, brother, you break your commandments. You know what I'm saying? Don't get upset. Be glad that a brother is not going to let you steer to the right too far and run off a damn cliff, man. To the Most High and dealing with you out there. So yeah. What you got, King? Read.
They that fear the Lord shall find judgment.
Shall find what?
Judgment.
Read.
And shall kindle justice as a light. A sinful man.
A what?
A sinful man.
Yeah, go right back to your love and your hate for your brother, because it's a thin line. That hatred, the Lord said, you sin if you despise your neighbor. Read.
A sinful man will not be reproved.
Will not be reproved. We're not just talking about eating pork. We're not just talking about breaking the Sabbath. We're not talking about adultery, idolatry. We're not just talking about covetousness. Envy for your brother. You're in sin. I'm keeping the commandments because I got 6 inch long friends. What brother, what does that matter? You look upon you're supposed to look upon this friend to say, oh, I got to keep the commandment. When you going to look upon it and say, I can't do my brother like that? My brother got 3 inch friends, so like, I'm more built up to him in the spirit. But you sitting there hate that man because he told you that, hey man, you don't need to eat that, got pork at it.
Right. Watch this, King. Get the book of Proverbs chapter 17 and 10. Because it's true, man. A lot of us, I ain't gonna lie, bro, being in this world, we'd have been so destroyed by Esau, right? That brothers are not, you can't tell a brother nothing, bro. You know, a brother can go out here and break the Shabbat. You know what a brother gonna tell you about? Ain't like, no, man, see what had happened was, bro, I ain't get to, you know, you got 6 days in a week where you can by little prepare for the Shabbat, right? But then the brother decide, you know what I'm saying, on the Shabbat that, you know what? Bro, I want me some scrambled egg with cheese. I want some pancakes on the side. And I want some syrup. Then when you on your way to camp, he on his way to Waffle House or IHOP. When you catch him in the act of doing sin, now he trying to rebuke you, talking about, bro, you being over righteous and longer. Just like them, just like brother had the bread.
Cold cuts at home.
He had cold cuts.
Tuna fish sandwich.
And ready to cuss you out for doing it. Watch it.
Woke up that one with the desire of the damn turkey bacon legs.
Yeah.
Read.
Watch this.
Come, this Proverbs chapter 17, we'll start verse 10.
Come.
A reproof entereth more into a wise
Until
man.
who?
Wise man.
So wise man, hey, bro, come on, bro. You on your way to Allah. You like, don't do that. Don't break the Sabbath. I got some cold cuts in the car, bro. Go in there in my car, get the cold cut. Come, can you right where you finna go? I'm going to camp. You want to come? Come. That's a wise man, right? Watch this.
than 100 stripes into a fool.
He said a wise man will take reproof. The way a wise man will take reproof, a wicked man who won't want to be reproved, he'll already take 100 lashes on his back. Think about that, bro. Before you correct me, I'll already go take 100 stripes to my back. And then sit here and take correction from another nigga who look just like me. Watch this, read.
Verse 11. An evil man seeketh only rebellion.
An evil man what?
Seeketh only rebellion.
Meaning what? Anything you might try to say to a brother or do to a brother to better his spirit. An evil man ain't gonna do nothing but rebel against everything. Hey, King, we gonna keep it, we gonna fast. You know what I'm saying? So the more I can bring more labor and structure to the body. Well, I gotta fast for, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, this ain't for everybody. Hey, bro. We're gonna start reading 3 chapters a day so we can examine ourselves and get more knowledge, not study it up and understand it in the scripture. Man, why I gotta do that, man? You know, I'm trying to spend time with baby. You know, the new power just came out. I ain't got time for all that. The brother gonna rebel against everything that's righteous, man. So
we studied the other day.
So these are things that we gotta examine ourselves on, man. You know what I'm saying? Am I a rebellious man? Or I'm a brother who really love the Lord, I love my people. And when somebody see me about to jump off the bridge, you know what I'm saying, then check me. Hey, I listen to it. I realize that, I'm one foot on the bridge and 1 foot off the bridge. And I examine myself and I repent. So read that last verse. Read it 11 again and that's it. Yeah.
An evil man seeketh only rebellion.
Right?
Therefore, a cruel messenger shall be sent against him.
And what that cruel messenger gonna tell him? Bro, you good, bro. You ain't got to fast today. Bro, if you hungry, just don't go into the IHOP and get you the scrambled eggs. And if they don't got no turkey sausage, hey, King, don't eat that sausage out. You know, it ain't what goes into a man that defiles him. This is what's come out of a man. You know what I'm saying? That's what that wicked messenger gonna tell you. This is what's gonna happen. At the end of your life, that's what you're gonna end up getting plagued with. Diabetes, gout, high blood pressure, many more sicknesses. And you're gonna do what? Get put to death. So, man, you know, we gotta examine ourselves, man.
Because I got a precept on going to right on what you said. This is Proverbs chapter 5, and I'm going to start at 22 and 23. Right. His own iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. Right. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. So what's that saying right there? If you don't hold your brother accountable, he's gonna go astray.
Yep.
So we have to show that brotherly love by keeping our people rooted in the truth. We have to make sure our people are being in check. We have to check our brothers and sisters, make sure they're not going off.
Right, that's part of our duty. To suffer with. That definitely means to suffer with. You feel me? Part of that. Correction is what's needed. The Lord gave us the scriptures to correct us. He gave us the law to what? Correct us, to make us upright and perfect. But we have to do what? Be living witnesses of that. By doing what? By upholding that which is on the earth right now. By upholding our brothers and sisters. You know? Let me get back to Sirach chapter 28, verse 9.
28 verse 9. No. Sorry, 28 verse 9.
28 verse 9.
Come. A sinful man disquieteth friends, and maketh debate among them.
Do what?
And maketh debate among them.
That's how you know a brother he just got a sinful and hateful heart, man. Read that from the top again, King.
A sinful man disquieted friends.
Disquieted friends. He always stirring something up, man. Read.
And maketh debate among them.
He always got a problem with everything. You want to go back, why are we doing this? Well, can you tell me this? Or can you tell me that? The Lord said he makes debate about you. Never can just fall in line. Always got some kind of opposition. Those are attributes of hate, man, like the Lord said. And that sin is hatred, right?
That be at peace. As the matter of the fire is, so it burneth. And a man's strength is, so is his wrath.
And so his wrath, man. So we got to be watchful and mindful of how we move in these last days. Are we moving like that? Am I the one that, man, they will come in here and say they will wear blue uniform? I want a red blue uniform. You know? What about coming to a compromise? Okay, brothers, the majority of brothers want blue. Hey, we do blue this time. Can we do red this time? Come on. But no, that time, you got to make a stop to whatever's going on. You got to make sure that you want to get your brick and put that brick on the wall. And don't even look at the same colors as the rest of the brothers. In uniformity. But you just got to get that point across, man. Those things will have you built and saturated in hate, man. And ultimately, it's because you want preeminence over the congregation. You want your way all the time. Always a picker. We can't move like that, Israel. We've been moving like that too damn long. That's how we got here. We're in the land of our captivity because we don't know to do better. And we know because the Lord gave us the law. That's a sad thing. That's shameful. He gave us the law, and we don't know how to damn do better. He gave us his vision, and we don't know how to keep it. Well, I keep the law. I got my privilege on. But brother, you got an envious heart towards your brother. You're not keeping the law. The Lord said if you break one of these laws, you broke the law. Right? And ultimately, it leads back to what? Being prideful. Nobody can tell you nothing. Can't be corrected. And that's where the spirit of pride comes in there. Look at Proverbs 8:13. In Proverbs 29, verse 23. It's a thing that we got to really look at these things, man. Hey, somebody's got to tell it. Somebody got to tell it, man. We're not here for likings and views. We're here to declare the words of the Lord, man. And if you don't like the words of the Lord, then you're in the wrong business. There's correction in the ways of the Lord. Okay, there's strengthening in the ways of the Lord. There's also love and being gentle in the ways of the Lord. Can you do these things? And can you create a balance within yourself? And you ain't got to do the thing. The Lord will actually create that balance for you through the Spirit if you keep His commandments and you stay humble and you stay to a point where you're workable. You know, it's hard to deal with unworkable clay. You ever see what happens when clay dries up? If you don't put that spiritual water on that, no water, I'm saying spiritual, if you don't put no kind of water on that thing, it won't soften up so it can be shapeable. Right. Mm-hmm. And if it dries up too damn hard, you just gotta throw it away. It ain't no good. All right, you got that Proverbs?
I'll read. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. Mm-hmm. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil.
It's to do what?
To hate evil.
And we know what? Hatred is evil. Right. And you got to hate hatred towards your brother.
Right. I
can't get out there so bro, man. We got to talk about that. You feel me? Read.
Pride.
What?
Pride.
Read on.
And arrogance.
And arrogance.
In the evil way.
And that goes right back to Sirach, when we read in Sirach, man. You know what I'm saying? About 32, Sirach 32 and verse 17. Mm-hmm. Pride, because you can't tell them nothing. Read.
Do I hate it?
The Lord said he hates that. I love the law. Do you? Because your actions so different. Your actions so you still hate, you got to hate a long life hatred. You know? Some brothers just hate brothers for no reason. Some brothers just hate because their leader got to hate for another leader. So I hate you because you're in that congregation. You ain't keeping the commandment. You're a full-blown hypocrite. I'm not about to hate my brother because you're in a camp per se that another brother's in because our elders don't deal with each other. And so I'm going to hate that. And if you are living in Israel and you're telling your people to not deal with their brother because you got a hate for their leader, then you off as hell and you don't need to be a part of their congregation. You need to be casted out. Because you're not teaching love amongst Israel. You're teaching hatred. I don't give a damn how many breakdowns you got. Watch yourself. Let the Lord make a public example of you. What we got? Let me get Proverbs chapter 29, verse 23. Come on.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 29, verse 23. Mm-hmm. A man's pride.
A what?
A man's pride.
Read.
Shall bring him low.
Shall what?
Shall bring him low.
That's why the Lord gonna bring you down low. Like I said, He gonna put you and cast you out, man. He's gonna take you and bring you down very low by what? By putting you in front of the congregation and have you rebuked before all. And not by man. He's gonna bring out your situation. He's gonna bring out your heart. And you ain't gonna be able to do a thing about it. Because He's gonna put a spirit on you. King Saul couldn't help but show his hatred for David after so long. Why? Because the Lord made a public nuisance of him. By what? Giving him a diverse spirit. He gave him over to a diverse spirit. Why? Because Saul's envy and jealousy towards David. And that's all it took, man. It's for a couple of sisters to say, oh, David has moved out with something, tens of thousands. Saul had just no Saul. Just any kind of thing that wrapped in the heart, man. You know what? I would look at it like, man, oh man, David been a student up under me, a good stewardess, you know, loving my son and everything. Hey, that's my guy. Yeah. I used to do this back in the way, Dave, but he didn't went further. Like, all praise be how much he outside. I did my job, right? I taught him well through the Spirit. Or he learned well from me. And he took order well. But now, son, I got to get rid of Dave, man. The women ain't looking at me right no more. So that ain't it, man. Who gives a damn what they look at you right? Guide your heart, man. Don't get too prideful in this thing. Read, King.
Verse 24. Whoso is partnered with a thief hateth his own soul.
That's it on that. Let me get the book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 16. Because the problem is not of love, man.
Verse 14.
1 John 2 and 16.
1 John 2, 16? Okay. It's 1 John chapter 2 and verse 16. For all that is in the world.
For all that is in the world, read.
The lust of the flesh.
The what?
The lust of the flesh.
Read.
And the lust of the eyes.
The lust of the eyes, read.
And the pride of life.
The what?
And the pride of life.
The pride of life, man. That's why we can't tell our Christian brothers and sisters anything. Not my Jesus. You can't tell them nothing. Why? Because they're prideful. It's sad to be prideful and don't have no knowledge, no wisdom. You ain't know a damn thing to be prideful. Read.
Is not of the Father.
Is what?
Is not of the Father.
The Lord said He hates pride, man. You know? The Lord said pride is evil, man. Let me get that here. Let me get Mark 2 in verse 21. No, Mark 7:21. The Lord He hates that prideful thing, man. He hates that which is in you. And a lot of people hold up hate for their brother because they just prideful. They got this thing that he did that was better than them. They got this thing that he said to them one day that you just can't get over. These are trials. Either you get over or you're going to get left right here, man. Burnt down with this raggedy kingdom. You know, we got to stop being so emotional in Israel. Read that, King.
Mark chapter 7, verse 21. For from within, out of the hearts of men, proceed evil thoughts.
Proceed what?
Evil thoughts.
Because that's where your heart is. If your heart full of love, is your hatred. Read.
Adulteries. Fornications. Murders.
Murders. Read.
Thefts.
And we're going to get to that. Because hatred for your brother is what? Murder. Read.
Thefts. Covetousness. Wickedness. Deceit. Lasciviousness. An evil eye.
An evil eye. Just as you thought. Somebody said this about me. Well, Eli must have said it. Eli must have said it because he seen me smoking that cigarette that day. No! Damn, Brother Baruch and Brother Sapar seen you too smoking a cigarette. No, but I'm stick to Eli because he made me mad last week anyway. You know what I'm saying? Brothers got to stop having these evil ass eyes, man. Holding on to something that's already gone. If brothers depart from each other, decide to have different views, So what? That ain't no reason to hate your man. Go build over there, he go build over there. But let the work of the Lord go forward. That'll be your holdback. Because while you think you're getting one over on this brother, getting one over that brother, the Lord looking at both y'all like, I don't want either one of them. I can't do nothing with either one of them. Because they're not focused on waking up my sheep and feed my flock. They're focused on which one of them can be the best. And they say, when the Lord said, if a man thinks himself to be something, he is what, y'all? Nothing. We are just as filthy rags out here. Don't let hatred in your heart stop you from getting the kingdom. Because it's a thin line on some of these things, on how we move. Because the Lord just keeps saying over and over how these particular acts will not get you the kingdom. That's it, I'll let you go.
All these things come from within and defile the man.
It's defiled the man.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what defiles the man. And we know that a defiled man is not entering into the kingdom, right, brother?
Come.
Right? You know? And it's an abomination too. Watch it. So let me get to Rock 15 and 13. And let me get Proverbs 16 and 5, somebody.
Surah 15, 13. This is the book of Surah chapter 15 and verse 13. The Lord hated all abomination.
He does what?
The Lord hated all abomination.
A lot of our people, you know what I'm saying, we get stuck on equating that to what? Adultery. Mostly what? The dietary laws. Read that again, King?
The Lord hated all abomination.
And we always equate, that's just a classic thing that usually go right to the dietary law. You go right into a man sleeping with another man. You know what I'm saying? It usually goes right into those things, man. But the Lord got another abomination thing too. He's going to tell you. Read.
And they that fear God love it not.
They love it not, man. Let me get Proverbs 16. Proverbs 16 and 5. Because the Lord said he hated all these abominable things. You know, we got to be circumspect on what the Lord likes and what the Lord don't like. This is his house. When somebody tell you how they as well as a wife to a husband, if that man's house, if he tell you how he likes things, we got to be in order with it, sisters. If you tell your children how you like things, they got to be in order with it. What I got there?
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 5. Everyone that is proud in heart.
Everyone that is what?
Is proud in heart.
Read.
Is an abomination.
It's an abomination, the Lord said. And he said he hates all abominations, right? We got to be paying attention, man. Too proud to be rebuked. Too proud to be corrected. Too proud for brother to show you some of the scriptures that you might not have read. Just proud all over, man.
Afraid to be corrected.
Afraid to be corrected. Afraid to come in order. The Lord set up order in this thing. If you don't like order, you have no business in this book. Go ahead. You know? But the Lord said he hates abominable and proud men, man. And the Lord said he will resist these people. Let me get to go to James chapter 4 and verse 6.
Oh, yeah, I got it right here. James chapter 4 and verse 6. But he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, God resisted the proud.
He does what?
God resisted the proud.
Read.
But giveth grace unto the humble.
Give grace unto the humble, man. He gives grace unto the humble, man. Let me get James 4:10.
4:10. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord.
Do what?
Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord.
Because the Lord is watching, Israel. The Lord is watching. He's looking for these abominable things. He's circumspect. Are you? And humble yourself before the Lord. He sees all things, man. Just take your stride, man, and look and go home and this and that. I got to judge myself, man. I didn't move like that. Golly, man. Man, what was going on? Let me call that brother, let him know, man. Because I was off. What? That's how you release that prideful spirit. You know what I'm saying? You get these things off you by your actions.
It's like, before you go further, I want to bring this piece of understanding.
Okay.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 19. better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly.
With the what?
With the lowly.
Read.
Than to divide the spoil with the proud.
With the proud, man. You know. That's like they got a saying in the world. What is it? I'd rather eat steak with the snakes or something. Whatever that saying. You know, okay, that's a good one, man. They got no line, you know what I'm saying? But y'all get the feel, man. I'm pretty sure everybody got a spiritual discernment on that, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But we have to move, man, in humility, man, in this thing, man, or we gonna lose ourselves, you know. Let me get this book. Let me get the book of, I got the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 12. And it reads, for the beginning of pride is when one departed from God. And what that means is, on a level, they don't want to adhere to the commandments. They want to do it their way. They like feeling that evil look toward their brother. They like feeling that I'm stuck in my way right now and I'm just going to be this way. I'll call you back tomorrow. The Lord said, let them not the wrath go down upon the sun, right? Just from the paraphrasing. And you depart from keeping the commandments toward your brother. That's where the pride came in. And read it again. The beginning of pride is when one departed from Yahweh. And his heart is turned away from his maker. He's turned away from the commandments. Can't tell him nothing. Every time something comes out, well, put that precept up. What it deal with how to do with the word? What do you mean put the precept up, brother? Put what? Put the Lord up. Now we can serve it then. And we know what's going to happen when we can serve it then.
What was that precept again?
So what, 10 and 12, man. Verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin. Because if you depart from the Lord, you're going to automatically fall into sin by default. And he that has it shall pour out abomination. He's going to end up getting hated by the Lord. And therefore the Lord brought up on them strange calamity. That's when you start getting that tater tap. You feel me? But you know, the Lord got enough mercy for us to try to, that's his way of trying to, he tapped that tater and kicked that ass, so to speak, that'll bring you back to the right side of the road. And he might use your brother to do it. And overthrow them utterly. Verse 14. The Lord had cast down the thrones of the proud princes and set up the meek in their stead. And that's why you got to be humble and meek in these last days, man. Let me get James 4 and 10 again, and let me get 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 6.
James 4 again.
Mm-hmm. He's going to set up the meek instead, man. So we got to be watching ourselves, Israel, and really just looking to see if we in these spirits. What spirit are you in the spirit of love, hatred, and are you prideful? You know?
James 4 again. You want James 4
and 10 again.
Come on. This is the book of James chapter 4 and verse 10. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord.
Dude, that's why you humble yourself, because those are the people that's going to be the meek and humble as the that will receive the kingdom. Those are the people that will be set up. You can be as mighty as you want to be on in this very earth, man. The Lord told David he had too much blood on his hands, so his son Solomon was going to build a kingdom for him. You might get lifted up. The Lord might use you for something in this kingdom, but you might be alone on the other side. Humility is the key, Israel. All right, give me that.
2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 5. Examine yourselves whether you be in the faith.
The what?
Whether you be in the faith.
That's the faith, man. Loving your brother, loving your sister, no hatred. Help rebuke this brother, sister, guide them back to the ways of righteousness, and not being proud, man. Read.
Prove your own self.
Do what?
Prove your own self.
And that's why you have to start that. You have to examine yourself to prove your own self, to see what spirit you're moving in. Read.
Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobated.
Except you be reprobated. If you're not dealing with the spirit, if you're not acting like the attitude of the Lord says you be a reprobate man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Peter chapter 5, verse 6. Don't close down there. Unless somebody got somebody verse.
13 and 5.
Verse 5.
1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you due to time.
He'll exalt you. You got to talk to yourself. You know? And all that falls under what? Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Somebody read Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. It's the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
This is the conclusion of the whole matter.
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
What's hating your brother? Not hating your brother?
Fear God.
What's loving your brother?
Fear God.
What's not being proud?
Fear God.
Those are attributes of fear in the Lord. Read.
And keep his commandments.
Keep all the commandments toward your brothers and sisters, man.
For this is the whole duty of man.
That's what we're here for. Call on y'all by Shim y'all shine.
All y'all how should not
You know what I'm saying? My brother Yahqov, man, we're the servants. You know what I'm saying? Coming to this is a little quick video, man. And we hope this thing was edifying, man. And that you people, that all of our brothers and sisters that viewing this thing, examine yourself, examine your hearts, examine your mind, and examine your actions towards your sister and brother, man. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.